Everyone, my name is Dan Watt. I'm a level 2 ACE personal trainer. I want to go over warm-up and some stretches in this video. Some of the stretches will be called static stretches, which are very similar to yoga, and they would be done at the end of a workout. So the warm-up, which we're going to do now, is you're going to march on the spot, you're going to roll your shoulders back. It's easy. Now, if you're already limber, you don't have to do it as long. If you're not limber, do it longer. So it's getting your blood flowing, it's lubricating your joints so you don't get injured. And then you're going to circle your hands. Now splay your hands when you do it. So it's like a stretch, and don't go super fast. This way you can feel it. Everybody is working on computers nowadays, and that's why working out has become so much more important. And the more you sit at a desk, the more you need to work out. So if you walked before you did this, you're already kind of warmed up. But if you aren't walking, can't walk, or you don't have a cardio machine, this is the kind of thing you want to do. So you're going to swing your arms back. Again, just getting the shoulders loosened up. And how many you do is kind of up to you. Do it till you feel warm. Don't just rush through it though. You want to feel it. So listen to your body. Okay. So the next one you're going to do is you're just going to do a couple hip circles. The other way, you can do this as much as you want. You'll see a lot of athletes do this kind of thing before a game. Okay, we want to focus on the legs. So you're going to do hip rolls. Again, you might see athletes do this. And then you're going to circle your feet. And again, do it like with your hands. Do it nice and slow. Okay. And then what I want you to do is very carefully, you're going to kick back, and that stretches out the quadricep. I tried doing the youth thing of grabbing your ankle. I'm going to say don't bother doing that. Just do this. I did that one time and ended up hurting my knee for about 3 weeks. Everybody's different. You may be a lot more limber than I am. You may not be as limber. So just do what feels right. Next one you're going to do is just a gentle swing. Now, if your balance is not so good, put your hand on a dresser. Yes, I'm doing this in a guest room. So with COVID, you basically, in home training, you do it in the space available. Okay, and you can add to this. Just be careful. Now you notice my hips aren't all over the place. So stabilize in your core. And when I say core, I mean, in this case, belly button into the navel. Good. Probably the most important one. It's kind of like doing a bird dog or a Superman or Superwoman. Okay. I'm doing it multiple times so you can see what I'm doing. Opposite arm leg, same side. And then you do the other side. So it's going to be up, back. And what this does is it warms up your glute, warms up your shoulders, basically warms up your whole body. There's a whole bunch of other things you could add, swinging, and I'm just going to leave it at that. So you should be well warmed up. Your joints should be nice and limber. If you're doing this later in the day, you can do toe touching. If you just woke up, I wouldn't do that because your spinal column is full of a fluid, spinal fluid. And that's what happens when you sleep, and it gives you rigidity. And it also might be why you're taller when you first wake up. You want that mostly cleared out by moving around before you start touching your toes. Okay, we're gonna start with some stand-up stretches. You can kind of do this through the day. Now I'm pushing my feet into the ground. So I'm contracting through my legs, pushing down and stretching up. So it goes from the tailbone up. Stretch, rotate. This glute is slightly contract. Go only as far as you're comfortable. As soon as you hit that point, hold it for a sec, then come back. And then you can switch hands if you want. Now I'm contracting my left glute, pushing my feet into the ground and stretching up. This is not what you want to do where you're just moving from here. That can cause all sorts of problems in the lower back and in the knees. Okay, so you're going to go a bit wider. Now these would be done probably after your workout. Okay, so first one, straight leg. Only go as low as is comfortable. And I'll do this from the side. Okay, so if that's as tight as you are, then stay there. The muscle that's tightest, so if your left leg is tighter than your right, what you might find is you go down and your right will go farther. Don't. Keep it equal and come down. Tightest side to side is the range of motion. If you can go to the floor, that's great. My knees are soft. They're not locked right out, nor are they bent. And then if you can, either from here, shift over, or walk to your toe, hold it for a second, walk to your other toe, hold it, let everything stretch out, bend your knees, come up. And if you go up on your toes, great. The next one you're going to do, and I'll do this from the side because I want to explain this. When I walk down, the hips go back. If I do this, the back rounds. So let the hips fall back. This time we're going to do it with bent knee. Okay, you walk in, I don't want you hurting your back, so go like this against your inner thigh if you have to. If you can touch, great, hold it, drop your butt a bit, go to one side, hold it, go to one side, or the other side, hold it. You'll notice I'm moving my whole upper body. This is not what you're trying to do. So make sure you move the whole upper body. So you could do that against the wall. How far out your feet go depends on your balance. So if your balance is good, you can go here, bend your knees a bit. You stretch down, that's more across here. Cross over, stretch down, stretch down. It's a slightly different stretch, but the point is to stretch into the inner hip. Okay, the warrior pose. So your legs are nice and straight across. I'm going to turn my left foot 90, my right foot 45. So if you take yoga, it's important to listen to the instructions. My pelvis is facing the camera. Put one arm up, bend this knee, lean on this knee, hold it. If you're tight there, inhale, exhale. See if you can go farther. And then once your body says stop, do not do this without your hand. Don't put it on your knee, put your hand on your thigh or your forearm on your thigh. And you don't want to be doing this. Okay, so that's the whole reason the pelvic is straight ahead. And then you switch, put your arm up, bend, stretch. You can kind of see all of me, but you get the gist, okay? So this is not what we want. This is what we want. And you just exhale to release, inhale to stabilize. Okay, so you've got a warm up and you've got stretches you can do. Some of the stretches you can do between sets, probably the stand-up ones, the sit-down ones, definitely be to the end. Everybody take care, and the next exercise video will be on dumbbells.